Welcome to the Royal Calcutta Turf Club Calcutta Races Monsoon Meeting 4th day Wednesday 18th October 2023 race preview. The opening race of the afternoon is the Alameda Handicap for horses rated 1 to 26 to be ridden by jockeys of Indian nationality to be run over a distance of 1200 meters. We got 5 runners lining up from the Alameda Handicap. The first runner we would be looking at is number 3 Sandran, 10th start out of Sankir, the ride of Kuldeep Singh. Sandran, after having 4 starts in the winter season, placed in its earliest one start. In this season, in race number 13, it started in race number 13 in second spot as the horses took the turn, then fell back through the field and eventually finished on 4th. And the winner here was Thalame, who won that race on a start-to-finish mission. Number 4 is Big Brown, as Big Brown had planted in this race. This is from the winter season, and Big Brown veered out on the wide outside, and eventually, after the race was well over, it trotted home and finished on in last position. The winner here was Trebian. Number 5 is Sea Dragon. Sea Dragon had a win in the winter season in race number 119, where it got the measure of light in the sky. And this season, in race number 1, Sea Dragon, who was in 5th spot as they entered the home straight, made a 1 place improvement and eventually finished on 4th. The winner here was Lion Queen, who won that race by a widening margin of 4.5 lengths. We move on to the second race of the afternoon, the City Limits Handicap for horses rated 21 to 46, rated 1 to 26 eligible to be run over a distance of 1200 meters. The first runner we are looking at is number 1 Nautica, dandified out of On the Flick, the mount of Nikhil Naidu. And what a start Nautica had in race number 6, where it was leading the pack and gave a fright to Good Tip, who Good Tip has subsequently won again. So this is a very strong form lineup by Nautica, who had signed off the winter season on a win in race number 102, beating Aleta. Number 2 is Sporting Trainer. Number 2 Sporting Trainer, a couple of starts for it. First in race number 6, it finished on 6th behind Good Tip. Then in race number 11, it went over 1100 meters again. Was in second spot as they entered the home straight after being a little lethargic at the start. Then eventually ran out of gas with the early exertions that it had to do and eventually finished on 4th. The winner here was Eastside, who won that race by almost 2.25 lengths. Number 4 is Sun God. Sun God had a win in race number 149. After that, in its subsequent start, the one we are looking at in race number 157, Sun God was a little slowly out of the gates, was brushed up, took the turn in 4th spot, and then did not have much to offer. Eventually finished on 4th. The winner here was Dream Station, who won that race by 2 3/4 length. Number 5 is Astric. Astric, earlier in its start in race number 127, finished on 2nd to Shea. In this start, Astric was in second position. This is in race number 153 from the winter season. Over 1200 meters, and Astric, soon after entering the home straight, was brushed up, took charge into the last 200 meters and went away from the field, finished on about 3.5 lengths clear of second placed UV. Number 6 is UV. UV, after finishing on 2nd in its first start in race number 1, where it finished on 2nd to Lion Queen by about 4.5 lengths. In its next start, UV was in 3rd spot. This was in race number 9 over 1200 meters. And as they entered the home straight, it was asked to make an acceleration, and it started to really sprout wings and eventually came out and took charge. The beaten favorite Pyrgos ran a little wide throughout and eventually finished on 2nd. Moving on to the third race of the afternoon, the Annihilator Handicap for horses rated 21 to 46, rated 1 to 26 eligible to be run over a distance of 1400 meters. We got 5 runners going to post for this one. The first runner we're looking at is Burmese, multi-dimensional out of Skylight Express, the mount of Suraj Naidu. Couple of starts for Burmese in Mysore. First up in race number 15, it finished on 2nd. Then the start we are looking at is from race number 51, where it went over 2000 meters and was in 3rd spot as they entered the home straight. When the race came to a boil, Burmese was a little short-footed and eventually fell back and finished on 5th. Number 2 is Angel Light. A start for Angel Light in this season in race number 8, where it took the turn in 5th spot. As you can see in the blue jacket with the white swastika was towards the inside, and then when the jockey pulled it out, it started to accelerate, but the race was already over. Jawai had a sizable lead, and all Angel Light could do was a finish on 3rd to Jawai. Number 3 is Pyrgos. This is in race number 9 and this season, where Pyrgos took the turn in 4th spot and then drifted out to the outside rail and eventually came flying, but the race was already sewn up by UV, who had a sizable lead. What Pyrgos could do was cut into the margin and finish on a close 2nd. Number 4, Tenderheart. Tenderheart has a couple of starts, finished on 5th in both of his starts. Last start in race number 11 was a little slow out of the gates, was brushed up. Then as you can see on your top screen in the grey and black jacket, it was given a few reminders, but all it could do was finish on 5th. The winner here was East Side. We move on to the 4th race of the afternoon, the Supernova Handicap. This race being for horses rated 41 to 66, rated 21 to 46, eligible to be run over a distance of 1100 meters. The first runner we're looking at is number 1, Dr. Doom Perfect Stride out of Top Romance. Was a winner in 2 of his starts in the winter season in race number 62 and race number 75 respectively. This season it started off in race number 3, where it took the turn in 3rd spot when asked for an effort. Didn't really have anything in the tank and eventually fell back to last spot and finished on last of 9 runners. The winner here was Galacticus, who went on to win the Felice Trial Stakes. Number 2 is Star Justice. Star Justice, a couple of starts already in this season. First up in race number 3, it finished on 5th to Galacticus. In this start, the race in question, that is race number 7, it went over 1400 meters, was in 3rd spot. As you can see and down this on the top screen, it eventually finished on 3rd of 4 runners. The winner here was Rimmel, who won that race by a widening margin of 4 lengths. Number 3, Bundle of Charm. Bundle of Charm has had a couple of starts in the winter season. First up in race number 139, it finished on 3rd to Indian Tiger over 1100 meters. In its next start, the one we are looking at, race number 155, it took the turn in 6th spot. When asked for an effort, Bundle of Charm didn't have much to offer. Eventually finished on 8th of 12 runners. The winner here was Romero. Couple of runners we are looking at. Number 4, Debuska. Number 5, Indian Tiger. This is in race number 12, where Debuska took the turn in 3rd spot, stayed on in 3rd. Number 5, Indian Tiger, who was in front until the last 200 meters, started to drop back through the field and eventually finished on last. The winner here was Good Tip, who won that race by almost 5 lengths. We move on to the 5th race of the afternoon, the feature race of the day, the Arturo's Cup. For horses rated 81 and above, rated 61 to 86, eligible to be run over a distance of 1400 meters. First up, we are looking at Savvy Chick and Golden Oaks. These two really fought hammer and tong in the last start they had in race number 18. Savvy Chick came from 3rd spot from the bend to come flying down the center. Golden Oaks to the wide path and came up with a run. And they were really going hammer and tong into the last 150 meters, and the judge was required to decide in a photo finish between them, and Golden Oaks just prevailed by a shot head. Couple of runners again went up against each other in race number 5. That's Siege Perilous and Folk Tactical Command. Tactical Command was in 5th spot and Siege Perilous was in 3rd spot as they entered the home straight. Siege Perilous perhaps needed this run, which finished on 5th. Tactical Command, who was in 5th spot, came out and finished on 4th. The winner here was Delfini. Number 5 is Summer Night. Summer Night has had a couple of starts in the Hyderabad monsoon season. The run we are looking at is from the Calcutta winter season, where in race number 105, Summer Night was in front as they entered the home straight. was that day ridden by Dashrath Singh, and Summer Knight kept on finding something and eventually won that race by a length and a quarter, beating the Protector into second. Number 6 is Tigrio. The run we are looking at from the winter season in race number 142, where Tigrio was in 9th spot as they entered the home straight. As you can see down the center, it was blocked for room for a while. Then when it got an opening, came out and eventually finished on 5th of 9 runners in a clustered finish. The winner here was Tactical Command, who won that race by a neck. Number 7 is Speaking of Which out of Cheryl, that's Stockbridge. The start we are looking at is from race number 136. After winning in its first start on the Calcutta track in race number 17, Stockbridge over here was installed the favourite, was in 5th spot as they entered the home straight. When asked for an effort, actually didn't have much to offer, travelled wide of the track and eventually finished on 6th of 6 runners. The winner here was Tigrio, who won that race by a neck. Number 8 is Hidden Gold. Hidden Gold has had a couple of starts in this season. In race number 10, it finished on 4th behind True Marshall. In race number 14, it again finished behind True Marshall, but this time 3rd over 1400 meters. And it was in 5th spot, then made some gradual improvement and finished on 3rd in that race. We move on to the 6th and last race of the day, the Everglow Handicap, for horses rated 61 to 86, rated 41 to 66, eligible to be run over a distance of 2000 meters. We got a small but very competitive 3 horses lining up. The first runner we'll look at is number 2, Rimmel. Rimmel, after winning in race number 7, where it went over 1400 meters, this subsequent start was again over 1400 meters, where it was in 3rd spot as they entered the home straight, was towards the inside, and eventually all it could do was finish on 3rd. The winner here was Joel Lafette, who came up with a big run on the outside and took the race away. Number 3 is Sonata, Win Legend out of Bold Reply. Sonata had a start in Hyderabad monsoon season. The run we are looking at from the Calcutta winter season in race number 144, where it went over 2000 meters. And it came wide of the track, as you can see, and came up with a run. But Cole Pursuit, who was travelling on the outer rail, came up with a run. And all Sonata would do was finish on 3rd, a very close 3rd indeed. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. See you at the races.